Hi, this is Justin Wheeler, and I wanted to share with you today a plugin I've just discovered in the Warrior forum. I just picked up a copy of it. It's called Image Presser, and I think it's quite neat. What it does, you may have come across something called Avery before, which is quite a neat sort of image editor for quick, sort of simple kind of edits to photographs. And what this does is it incorporates Image Presser, so it incorporates Avery into WordPress. And so it allows you to edit, have much more advanced editing functionality inside your WordPress dashboard, which I think is a good thing to have and makes life easier and can save quite a lot of time. It's quite often, I've uploaded an image to WordPress, put it on my blog, discovered that it's not quite the way I want it to look, it's not bright enough, there's some problems with the image, I want to crop it quick and easy. Now WordPress has got some cropping, it's got some basic sort of image editing functionality built into it, but it's not nearly as powerful as this. And so and the second thing that it does is it will make pinning images from your WordPress blog. It's got some nice pinning features built into it, so you can sort of pin automatically from your dashboard. Now the drawback to that, from what I can gather, is you can only pin to refer back to your main URL and not the blog URL. Whether that will change, I don't know, but I think it's quite neat. I think it's worth the amount of money he's charging for it, purely for the graphics editor, the image editor. Let me just show you what I mean. Let's go to Image Presser, and you'll see down here all of the images. If we go to images, sorry. If you go to images, it'll show all of the images on your site. So here we go. This is my test blog. So the images are slightly random. But let's have a look at one of them. Let's go and have a look at this one here. If we press this button here, it will open the image up for us to be able to edit. So let's just do that. One slight drawback is you have to scroll to the back at the top of the screen. So you've got lots of images to scroll back to the top of the screen to be able to change it. But here we go. So for example, we can do a crop, which is something that people quite often want to try and do. So let's just crop like that. There we go. And let's press apply. That's a nice little crop. And there are all sorts of sort of fun sort of effects we can do here. But you can sort of enhance the image, so give a night view, make it a bit brighter, change the balance a bit, backlight it, or auto enhance. There we go. As so that's all quite neat. Let's apply the auto enhance. Then next it gets really useful is things like being able to change the color, reduce or increase the color of the image. What else can we do? Contrast, you can change the contrast. Which is again something I find really useful. Then there's sort of silly things you can do which are quite fun. You can remove red eye, which is always quite useful. You can add in text, which is a good thing to be able to do. For some reason, when I type the text here, you can't actually see it, and I'm not sure whether that's a problem with Chrome or with the plugin. But let's just add that text in. So you've got to make sure you spell it correctly. That's saying hello. So there we go. You can do all sorts of things with that. You can stamp hello. You can have whatever text you want to have on there. Hello, as so. And let's cancel that. So what we can also do is, for a bit of fun, we can go here and add in some stickers. Say, for example, we could decide we want a fez. I don't know if you're from England, but I had a guy called Tommy Cooper who used to wear a fez. So you can give this chap a fez, which is all quite fun. But let's not give him a fez. He may not like it very much. What else can we do? We can add in some silly glasses, some sunglasses, a fake. There you go. What do we got here? Here we go, look at this. Like a kid in a candy shop. Kid in a candy shop, all these things I can do. Let's remove the fez. But then really, what else can we add? A pipe, cigar, but speech bubbles, the other thing I thought was quite fun. So you can add in a speech bubble. And again, you can rotate it, you can scale it, and then you can have these guys having a conversation, as so. So you can almost do your own little cartoons directly on your WordPress blog with a series of images. And they have a little text above each one, and you have them talking to each other via this. So I hope you can see the potential in this. I absolutely love it. So let's cancel that. So we don't really want to make these changes to this particular image. And then let's quit that. and then press close. Then the other things we can do is, look, we can go and pin it as so we can press pin it here, and it will automatically pin it, testing the image name. You can actually set the description that's pinned here as well if you want to. So let's go and pin that, testing to my testing board, and let's go and see that pin on WordPress. Here we go, and here it is. It can be repinned. I can edit it, I can delete the pin, and then I can write a comment on there, and whatever else. And if I can hit the link, it'll take me back to the home page of my site. So that's all quite neat. What else do we have? Let's have a look. If you want to add an image into a post, you kind of find a good image. The advanced version will do a search through MediaWiki and Flickr. But this review has gone on way too long, and by the time you finish watching it, the price will probably have gone up, so I'll stop. It's a neat plugin, and I think you'll find it useful. I certainly love it from the point of view, certainly, of having those Avery editing tools directly inside my WordPress blog. This pin it functionality is quite cool too, and I probably haven't explored it perhaps as well as perhaps I should have done, but I really wanted to share it with you before it got too expensive, or before it got much more expensive. So it's on a dime sale. You can go and find it at findit.at / what's the name of the plugin again? ImagePresser. Find this.at / ImagePresser, or click the URL below the video. So thanks very much for watching.